Welcome to Daily News Updates by the Shipping Tribune. Here we bring you the latest maritime daily news in a concise short-form video format, a first-of-its-kind initiative in the shipping industry. Please subscribe for regular updates. Before we proceed with the news, we are pleased to announce the upcoming 12th edition of the Asia Dry Bulk Cargo Summit, DryCon 2026. The summit will once again bring together key stakeholders of the dry bulk trade for a full day of knowledge sharing and networking. We look forward to seeing you there. Make sure to register today. Freight market scenario by Segal Sea Trade.
The Asia-Pacific Supramax market freight rates were mostly lower on April 7th. The Asia-Pacific Panamax freight rates were softer on April 7th, despite renewed optimism in the Pacific Basin.
Oil prices plunge below $100 as Trump announces Iran ceasefire. Oil prices plunged below $100 in early Asian trading on Wednesday after President Trump announced a conditional two-week ceasefire agreement with Iran. At the time of writing, WTI had dropped by 13.96% to trade at $97.18, while Brent crude had fallen to $95.05, down 13.01% on the day. The dramatic sell-off came on the back of Trump committing to a two-week suspension of military operations against Iran if the country immediately restores safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. This will be a double-sided ceasefire, Trump said on social media, marking a sharp reversal from his earlier warning that a whole civilization will die tonight if Iran failed to comply with US demands. India returns to buying Venezuelan crude to ease supply crunch. India is set to import the most oil from Venezuela in almost 6 years, helping the world's third largest crude importer replace Middle East trades disrupted by the Iran war. More than 12 million barrels are headed to India's west coast this month from the South American producer, the most since February 2020, according to data from Kepler. The April arriving cargoes were likely secured before the recent disruptions in supplies from the Middle East, underscoring a longer-term strategic shift rather than a purely reactive move, said Sumit Ritolia, a lead research analyst at the data intelligence firm. India, which imports 90% of its crude, has been seeking alternatives after the Iran war disrupted flows through the Strait of Hormuz, which typically transits almost 40% of the country's oil supplies. Venezuela produces similar sulfur-rich blends, and India used to be a major buyer from the OPEC producer before the trade was curbed by US sanctions. India plans sovereign guarantees for insurers as Iran war heightens shipping risks. India is planning sovereign guarantees to support insurers that provide cover for vessels traveling in the Persian Gulf as the Middle East war increases the risks to shipping, said government and industry sources familiar with the matter. The plan includes a $1.5 billion sovereign guarantee fund to provide insurers with reinsurance support and liquidity should insurance costs remain high, said one government source. A separate $300 million fund with contributions from the country's insurance industry is also being set up to help settle any large increase in insurance claims, the same source said. Maritime war risk insurance premiums have surged as much as 1,000% in some cases as the Middle East conflict heightens risks to shipping through the region. GAIL signs long-term charter party agreement for LNG carrier with Alpha Gas. Expanding on their collaborations for liquefied natural gas charter fleet, state-owned Gas Authority of India Limited Tuesday inked a long-term charter party agreement with Greek shipping management company Alpha Gas for their LNG carrier Energy Fidelity. The LNG carrier holds a cargo capacity of 174,000 cubic meters. The charter would be executed between the Indian state-owned gas major and Singapore-based affiliate of Alpha Gas, that is Pantheon Maritime Services Private Limited. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit the like button if you like the video, leave a comment down below and subscribe to the Shipping Tribune YouTube channel if you haven't already.